everyone! So, I do realize that what you have seen right now is probably very confusing, mainly because what I've shown you doesn't really show you the numbers. So let me say something about the combat system in the Hillrow Secret. So, when you encounter a monster, whether it's a good monster, a bad monster, a misunderstood one, you will have to fight it one way or another. And there are several ways to do that. The first method, and the most logical one, is to attack it. For this reason, there are weapons. You could have seen the glass shard at the beginning of the video. These increase George's attack output. Now, if I'll go and attack the wardrobe monster, you can see that it took damage, but it attacked me as well. And when attacking, George has only 15% chance to avoid getting hit. This basically means that while you are attacking a creature or monster, you will also get damaged in return, most likely. So you have very small chance to avoid getting attacked. Now, the upside of attacking is that it's very straightforward and that it can very easily get rid of the monster so that it never comes back again. It's a simple way, but not really a very effective one, as it doesn't really contribute to, well, any specific endings. It has its own ending, but it's not one of those you would probably want to go towards. It's more of the neutral one. So while it is simple, it is costly. Also, you can't keep doing this for every monster, because restoring health points is actually quite difficult. So getting George back up to the 500 would be quite difficult, as you could have seen in the battle. Now, another option is to choose evade. Now, as you could have seen, by choosing evade many times over, you can actually not only evade the attacks, but the monsters will grow tired of you and leave you alone, at least for that one encounter. You can encounter them again, and they will want to fight you again, but this way you can run away. Now, you might want to choose evade when you don't know how to deal with the monster, but you don't want to attack it to get permanently rid of it, because you want to use some of the magic systems, you want to get a different ending. So evading and running away is a valuable option of fighting as well. So eventually the monster gets tired and just leaves you alone. Now, another method is the action. Action skills, right here you can so far see only talking, are usually used to either end the battle in a more peaceful way, as you could have seen in the video where George talks to the wardrobe monster and it leaves him alone eventually. It can also help you gain information about the specific monster. So you can use that information to figure out how to deal with it. And now, dealing with it and actually contributing to the good and bad endings is done mainly through the light and dark magic, while I do have a plan for adding an ending if you kill everything or if you run away from everything. Those will be options and will have their own endings. But the main two endings, the good one and bad one, are achieved through light magic and dark magic. But using light magic isn't necessarily good, and using dark magic isn't necessarily bad. You can see that right now I only have two spells, the Ritual of Praying and the Ritual of Cursing. The Ritual of Praying basically uplifts the soul to heaven. It's simple, but if you use such a light magic on an evil spirit, you send an evil spirit that should be in hell to heaven, which is bad and contributes to the bad ending. And the other way around, if you send a good soul to hell, as we did with the wardrobe monster, not only do you lose sanity, but you also contribute to the bad ending as well. So the good ending is achieved by uplifting the good souls or the peaceful souls to heaven and the evil souls to hell. And you will know which is which because not everyone is evil. This monster, for example, is just misunderstood. You disturbed it, it's angry. Of course, it has every reason to be. So that is one important thing. Now, right now, we've got 2 spells because it's easy. It's just for a showcase. It won't be this easy in the game because you actually need to perform a specific set of spells during the battle. And you will learn these spells by exploring the mansion, finding them, or finding specific items. For example, let's say remains of a ghost, and you go burn them, and they're gone. The ghost is done, either in hell or heaven. That's an example. So you need to find not only the specific spells you need to use, but also in what order, in what amount. For example, repeat this spell 3 times, like repeat Ritual of Praying 3 times, and then use, I don't know, salt or something. And that will uplift the soul to heaven. But you don't know that, so you need to explore the mansion, talk with the monsters, and learn stuff about them so that you perform the correct ritual. Now obviously that's just one way to play the game. Of course, you can ignore all of that. You can just attack, you can avoid them, you can try talking your way out. That's all an option. So those are the several different ways you can fight. And as I have also shown in the beginning of the video, you can hide in things like, I don't know, in wardrobes. Here there's a monster under the wardrobe, so you can't, but you can hide under the bed. You will be able to hide in boxes, barrels, all this kind of stuff. And that will sometimes, if the monster doesn't see you, grant you the ability to avoid conflict altogether. I will obviously show that in some later videos. So these have been the several ways you can fight a monster by fighting, evading, talking, and using the light and dark magic. I hope you liked the video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I might answer them if they are not too spoilery. And see you guys next time. Bye.